Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another Reader's Magnet featured author interview. My name is Mark, and I'm your host for today. And joining me right now is one of the Reader's Magnet featured authors that is here with us to share her journey as an author and inspiration behind her book. We have Jamie Pulos-Fry. Hi, Jamie. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing great, Mark. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you so much for attending our interview today, Jamie. We are so happy to have you here and glad and very grateful that you chose our platform, Reader's Magnet, to share your story with the world. And to be honest with you, Jamie, I'm really excited to know more about you and to tackle more about your books. You have four books currently. You have that was A Widow's Cry, Encouraging a Friend with Our Trials, Servant's Heart, and your latest is Family Memories. I really want to know more about these books, but before all of that, Jamie, can you please introduce yourself first?
Sure. My name is Jamie Pulos-Fry. Um, I'm a member of Lancaster Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what else am I? I'm a servant, and God ventured and helped. These books will encourage people to read
Mm-hmm.
and enjoy, um, their life a little bit more through reading books.
Can you tell us more about who is Jamie before you became a writer, Jamie?
Who was Jamie before I became a writer? Jamie was a person who was an insurance agent,
Mm-hmm.
volunteering in different places, like at my mom's work. Sometimes they had their own little store. Sometimes I helped around Christmas time to volunteer there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I was just a normal person, you know. When I was a kid, I used to work for my parents from the ages of 10 to 17.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Basically, we were landlords, and so I helped build houses from the ground up. And so I've
Mm-hmm.
learned to do cement and painting and carpeting and plumbing and all that kind of stuff, which has really helped me as a widow because there's a lot of things you have to take care of a house, you know. So I'm kind of well-rounded type of a person. I sing in a choir, I volunteer and serve food, I volunteer in a
Mm-hmm.
bookstore. I do many things. I did all that before I started writing. Took some classes at West Coast Baptist College, which is
Mm-hmm.
part of my church. That's their college. And so I basically started there and grew. And then eventually that gave me an open door and realized I have experiences. And that's how I started writing books.
Wow, that is very interesting how from your experiences you became a writer, the transition of your experiences to becoming a writer. Now, we who would have expect that you are currently on your fourth book right now, and that is Family Memories. I want to know more about this book, actually, Jamie. Family Memories with a little mystery in it. Can you please tell us more about the book and the title of this book. Did you come up with this title, and what's the context of this book?
Okay, this is the book. Okay, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
a small version of it, the 5 by 8. And then I
Mm-hmm.
also have an 8 by 10. Oops, there we go. And so
Mm-hmm.
basically, I wrote this, it started. Okay, I'm going to read something from the book. It's my forward.
Please.
And basically, the reason I started writing this book was because the one of the proofreaders on my book, her name was Winifred, is we abbreviated that. It's Winford, but we call her Winnie. And she
Mm-hmm.
noticed that I and stated that I left my husband Jack Allen Fry in a hospital bed, and my readers needed to know how he got there, and also to know
Mm-hmm.
about our life together. Well, my first book, Encouraging a Friend with Our Trials, tells you how he got there. Now I will try to tell you um, through the story together. Just to try to tell you our life together and how we did things and how we enjoyed life and our family before he passed.
Mm-hmm.
He
Oh.
passed, um, let's see, his name was Jacqueline Fry. He passed on August 5th, 1993. My husband, he was 29 years old and he was a lung
Mm-hmm.
transplant recipient.
Oh
Let's see.
wow.
My mother, this is what's very interesting. That's why I put it in the book. My mother passed away August 17th, 2021. And this was kind of strange. And then my husband and my father, James John Pulos, passed away on August 29th, 2011. So they all passed away in August, which is kind of interesting.
Oh.
I guess I better watch it when August comes around. I don't know, what's going to happen to me. When I'm
Mm-hmm.
in the 80s, which my parents both died, they were both
Mm-hmm.
80 years old. So it's pretty interesting. And they were 9 years apart. So this is part of the reason I wrote this book was that. Plus, I started it, and then um, I started writing it basically because my mother passed, and I needed an outlet to put her in it, my husband in it, my father in it, and that's family memories. It's the reason why the title came to be. It started out with family memories, and then I decided I wanted to put a little mystery through the book. So that's why with the little mystery in it. You'll find the little mystery through the book.
Mm-hmm.
Is I hope you figure out what it is by the end of the book. There's a little hint through each chapter and each
Mm.
chapter. And so at the end, I give you the answer. Um, and I hope you're not disappointed, but I hope you figure out what it is by the end of the book. It's just a cute little way of giving you something to give you a reason to keep reading. Um,
Wow, Jamie, I'm really proud that you really did this try to share this heavy experience of your life and making it into a book just to let us know more about it. And I'm sure writing the book was not easy. Can you tell us more about the struggles you've experienced while remembering back of that experience and putting it into a writing?
okay, yes, it did come out. Um, I know most people think, oh, this is going to be something sad, but when I write a book, it's never a sad book. I try to
Oh
pull out
wow.
as much positive out of it as I can. I give
Mm-hmm.
you my experiences and what I went through, um, but I also bathe it with some help with God, some poems from
Mm.
God, and and then also some Bible verses from God to help and encourage you. These are experiences I went through, but you have to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that you're, especially when you're giving it to somebody, that it's all not negative. You can't. It's not going to encourage anybody if it's negative. Plus, it also has recipes in it, which is one of those things that I remembered. Mother always, every time I came to the house, if it was for lunch or dinner or whatever, she would always go, "Hey, have you eaten anything? Would you like something to eat?" So some of these things are um, baking. I love to bake
Mm-hmm.
more than cooking,
Mm-hmm.
but there's some hot meals in here as well. Some favorite things my husband liked, some things my mother liked, some baking things, some candy things, all kinds of different things in here that the family loved to do. And so that's, um, and I had so much fun making it, creating it, putting the pictures in it, designing it. Yes, it started out very negative, but it ended up
Mm-hmm.
something fun and positive down the road for me because I had to wait for people to proofread it. You know what I'm saying? It's 125
Mm-hmm.
pages,
Mm-hmm.
but I also had to have people proofread it. So I'm waiting for people to proofread it, and I'm like, okay, what can I do now? And I thought, well, let's see. So I decided to add pictures to those recipes and stuff, which made the book fun for me. A little bit of research, a little bit of playing around with it.
Yeah, so those
That's really
recipes
fun.
are your own family's recipes, right, Jamie?
Yes,
Correct?
yes. I have
I
cooked
can.
every single one of these and have eaten every single one of them.
Oh wow, that is really really interesting. I just really love how I can actually visualize the book right now of knowing more about the story of your family and also knowing the recipes that you guys have been doing and then sharing it to every one of us. Now I'm really really intrigued about the book right now. Now my next question will be Jamie, your author's relationship officer Nikki told me that your latest book, Family Memories, actually um, donates half of the proceeds to a particular cause. Can you share us more about it?
Sure. My church has we do an offering every year. Right now we have stuff that are going on for where I volunteer, which is the coffee shop and the bookstore. We're going to knock
Mm,
out a wall and make it bigger. And then we also have,
mhm,
also for the college students, we have a student life center, which is where their dinner hall is and where they have the kitchen and all that kind of stuff. We're also going to expanding that a little bit. And then we also
mhm.
have the worship center.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Okay.
the orchestra has grown, okay, and we're also moving the baptistry from one side to the other. And so
Mhm,
they're making some changes. We need some new heating, air conditioning. We have all these improvements, to go for the front of the worship center, the where the podium is and everything, where pastor is. And so we're moving things around, and we might be you guys going to think, okay, we're a mega church. We're not. We're a big church with small pockets. It takes us years to do
mm.
these buildings that we have. It could take This could take us $2 million. Okay, I
Wow,
we don't
that's
normally
big
earn
amount.
or raise an offering of $2 million every year. Okay, it takes us years,
Exactly.
2-3 years to raise the money we need for all these offerings and stuff that we're doing. So basically, from all the sales of my 4 books, um, the proceeds, half the proceeds, will be going toward this offering for this year. It will be in February.
Oh.
And so I promise a certain amount, um,
Mhm,
that I'm going to give. And then through the year, I pay it and I give to it. So my promise is, and it's pretty big, you guys, okay? Don't be, shocked, okay? I plan on giving 5,000 for each one of these, okay?
oh my God,
$5,000
wow.
for each one. It's a big, big dream, and it's what God is saying I need to do, but it's not going to be something that I'm going to give this year. It's going to be over time, okay? And that I have to remind myself as well, so it's not overwhelming. And but that is my plan, is to give back to my church and to the college, and because we are growing and we need improvements, and we have more college students coming every year, and
Mhm,
we just need it. So it's I know it's a big goal for me, but God knows, with the proceeds that are coming from these books, that it's possible. It's very possible. Anything is
mhm.
possible with Him. So,
Amen.
yep. Thank you.
Amen
Amen.
to that, Jamie. Now, I really it's what you're doing now, Jamie, is really, really commendable, and I really give so much respect to those type of people, for something that you can actually just solo for your own, but then you decided to share it to the community. It's really something very respectable and commendable, and I really respect you for that. Now, Jamie, let's go back to the book. What do you want your readers to take away from your book, Family Memories?
Okay. Let's see. It's in here. It's in my introduction. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There was a statement that I want
Mm-hmm.
everybody to think about before they start reading this book.
Mm-hmm.
We did not choose our parents. God did. I do not want know where I would be right now if God did not give me my parents, James and Ellen Poulos. For one thing, families matter? Yes, they do. And although you may not understand at this time, there are 5 overreaching benefits that you will receive or learn from being part of a happy family with good memories. 1, spend time with your kids and make them feel special and needed in your life. 2,
Mm-hmm.
another reason would be just showing up at your kids' events. They would appreciate that. 3, make time to play with your kids. And that could be at home. I mean, that could be in any event that you go to, a church event or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Make family traditions that your kids would use and keep when they grow up. We understand families merge when they get married. Okay, so you're going to have this event, you're going to have this tradition and that tradition, and they're going to keep some of them and lose some of them. But we hope they keep most of them. Okay, as we get older. And now, teaching your kids. This is 5. Teaching your kids about your job and including them in your day. This is what my mother did. I She worked for Lockheed Martin, so there's a lot of things she couldn't tell me, all this secret stuff, right? But there are times when she had events at work, and she asked me to volunteer and help. So I got to be involved in some of the stuff she did. She was there for 66 years, so she got to earn a lot of awards. And there's times that she
Mhm.
got to go to Dallas, Texas, and I went one year, and my sister went one year, and we got to see her with an award, and we got to spend some time around the town and visit places. You know, she included me in her life, in her day, in her job, as much as she could. You know what I'm saying? But this book will show you how a family can help a kid grow and turn out to be a great adult with God and family by their side. This book will also show you what and why we have happy family memories, how family teaches us happiness, strength, love, forgiveness when they are here and when they are gone.
Wow, Jamie, I think I need your book because those five things that you shared, statement that you shared. I basically agree with all of those because those are the things that I think my parents missed to do for me. I don't wanna steal the spotlight here, but yeah, I think for those people that is experiencing that experience, it'll be very important for them to buy a copy of this book because the fact that we will be able to learn more about that and just to get to know more about what family should be is really important while you're growing. And your book is really interesting right now, and I want a copy right now. Actually, I saw one copy from Nikki, and I sometimes I borrow and read some of the lines of your book, and it's really interesting. And I actually saw some pictures of the recipes and pastries that you guys, your family do, and it's really interesting. And I'm really jealous of you, Jamie, for you having such a good family and interesting life. And that is really happy to know, Jamie, that you've experienced that. Now, my next question, Jamie, I believe I've had it here. Can you, I heard from Nikki as well that you are actually writing a new book, your fifth book. Can you tell us more about it and what the book will be?
Okay, I'm still playing with the title, but it's
Mm-hmm.
called What Our Furry Friends Will Teach Us. And basically, they teach us a lot of things. They teach us patience. They teach us unconditional love, forgiveness. There's many things that they teach us. Now, responsibilities. Well, as responsibilities, you don't want to get a pet, okay, before your child is at least 10, because otherwise it's going to be your responsibility and not theirs, okay? And you learn a
Mm-hmm.
lot from your pets. As a child, you learn a lot. As an adult, you learn a lot from them. If you
Mm-hmm.
pay attention and listen, it's so special to see a dog when you come home from work and they're sitting at the door waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny when you forget to feed them, and your dog, because they can't talk to you, they pick up your bowl and bring it to you and say, "I'm hungry, feed me." It's called paying attention. Your dog
Mm-hmm.
is important. They teach you so many things. They teach you about your kids when you're going to have children. When you're a child, when you're an adult, about ready to get to have children. There's so many things, and there's going to be recipes in it. doggy
Oh.
doggy biscuits recipes and stuff like that in it as well. And there's going to be things in there to remind you why a pet's important. They're there to love you and to teach you something. And and um and it's also going to be one of those things where, okay, your child your some of us as widows, our children
Mm-hmm.
are our pets. So you
Mm-hmm.
go from your pet as a child, you can go from also the experiences that you learn with your dog can teach your children,
Mm-hmm.
and then your children, as they get older, can be a good adult and
Mm-hmm.
learn something from their pets as well. God put pets here on this earth for a reason. He didn't just put them here
Exactly. I was about to say
to
that.
waste the time. He put them
Mm-hmm.
here. They put them here to teach us something. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to give you those reasons in that book, is why God put them here, to teach us something. And it's also going to have poems in it. It's going to have Bible verses in it. I know there's not too many things in the Bible about
Mm-hmm.
dogs. I realize that. But there's other
Okay,
things
we
in
are.
there we can learn from it as well. Unconditional love. That is from the
Of course.
Bible. But our pets are important. I missed the
For
one I
sure.
lost mine in May of last year. I've been sick and very busy and stuff like that, so I
Mm-hmm.
haven't gone out to go get another one, but I will eventually. Probably sometime this year, I'll go and adopt one. And it's so kind of funny. A teenager went, "Okay, you're adopting a child. You're adopting a dog." And I went,
Mm-hmm.
"What do you have to?" And I said, "You still have to teach them." And she says, "What do you have to teach them?" And she's thinking, "Oh, you just have to teach them how to uh, potty train them, right?" No, you have to teach them how you want them to be. They have bad habits. They learn bad habits from whoever their family was. They have fears. They have to learn how to love again and trust again. And those are
Mm-hmm.
the things that when you get another animal, they have to get used to you and you have to get used to them and understand them. This communication you have through an animal.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And
Mm-hmm.
eventually they try to teach you and you try to listen and you have to tell them, learn things, no and yes, and they need to understand what it means when you say no. It's a communication you
Mm-hmm.
have between them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it's just things that um, I'm going to try to put in the book for people to understand. Okay. And it's not perfect. It's just
Mm-hmm.
from a person that, like I said, most of my books are experiences. I've lost many
Mm-hmm.
dogs down the road, um, learned so many things, researched many things about them. So it's going to be an interesting, fun book to write.
And we are really excited for that, Jamie, because I can actually agree with you because our pets actually give this something like a happiness that we can't explain whenever we see them. And
It
they,
makes you
I
smile.
believe that yeah, they really have this special role in life that I think benefits us humans. And
Mhm.
we are really looking forward for that book, Jamie. Now, just to give us a hint, so far, do you have any like a color for your book? Like, because I noticed among all of your books, you have very colorful books, and I'm thinking,
Yes.
what color are you planning to do for your next book?
Oh my God. Well, I have a theme, and most of my
Mm-hmm.
theme is yellow, green, and white. Those are
Mm-hmm.
my favorite colors. So, and then the family memories is blue because that was my mother's favorite color. So, oh my
Mm.
lord, I'm trying to think. I don't know. It might be a light beige. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see. We'll see. I'm not
That'll
quite
work
sure yet.
actually.
We're still playing. We're still being creative. Um,
Or maybe green, Jamie, because green is the lucky color of the year, so it might work. I don't know if you like
oh,
green. Right, yeah. So what do you
okay,
think?
okay,
Right?
okay.
Uh-huh.
We'll do another
All
green.
right. Okay, Jamie, I have one last question though. I
Uh-huh.
can see that you have a banner behind you. Can you tell us more
Yeah.
about that banner?
Okay, that banner I created. There's one
Mm-hmm.
that's on the back on the door back there. That one
Mm-hmm.
I got
Yeah.
from Reader's Magnet. They created for me in San Diego. So that is me on the background with my
Mm.
encouraging a friend. Now this one behind me, I had a friend who I do so many things for. And I was creating my own banner and I didn't know where to start. So he sat down with me and he picked my brain basically and he helped me figure out what it is that I thought was important about books and what about writing. So to me, as
Mm-hmm.
you see behind me, it says art of writing is an open door. It's an open door to growth, to teaching,
Mm-hmm.
to
Wow.
opportunities, and to imagination. So growth,
Mm-hmm.
kids, learning how to read, teaching, a teacher teaching, or even a mother teaching a child to read. Now, an opportunity behind me, this is a picture, I believe, of Abraham Lincoln and his son. And
Mm.
see, the opportunity is look, you're reading. It starts the open door. You read, you write, you go to college, you go to school and
Education.
reading is
Correct.
so important. It could give you an
Mm-hmm.
opportunity, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to read and become the president of the United States. Okay?
Exactly. You don't know,
Okay?
right?
And imagination is a
Mm-hmm.
fun book to read. To me, when I read, it's like taking me away from my day. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I opened up a door and closed another one behind me, and now I'm engrossed in that person's story.
Mm-hmm.
Their that imagination that's coming from that book. And,
Mhm.
like mine, they have poems in it. And some of them are amazing poems that can help you and encourage you not to feel so bad, and
Mhm.
to help you with your mind, to help you different things. So, um, an imagination is about you reading that book and taking you out of all your troubles and tribulations that you had during the day. I do
Mhm.
it every night. I have a book. My mom started me reading books again, so I call it the book bug, right? So every night before I go to bed, I try to read at least a chapter of a book of some kind. Now I'm reading
Mhm.
about horses, and there's a book about dogs. There's all kinds of books to read
Mhm.
to keep you away from all the trials and tribulations that you had during the day, during the week. It just helps you relax before you go to bed. It changes your
Mhm.
mindset. Books are so important in that way. Get something
I
that's
agree.
encouraging. Okay, now I know you didn't expect this, but I'm going to do this. Okay, my
Please.
favorite writer
Mhm.
is Joanne Faulkner. Okay, if you can
Wow,
read it,
there you
Chris.
go, guys.
Okay, Joanne Faulkner. Recipes,
Mhm.
murder she did, what did it, kind of a thing, and I love it because the recipes don't only just. It's not just a recipe. She actually
Mhm.
teaches you how to cook in them. She does,
Okay,
and
wow.
it's not just
The steps, the
pies.
steps.
Exactly. She gives you the steps and she tells you what she did to make it.
Mhm.
And she also gives you um, options, substitutions, and stuff. She
Mhm.
also,
Mhm.
it's not just, I know they look like, okay, this one's banana cream pie murder. Okay, well, it's not just about banana cream pie.
Mhm.
It's, there's other recipes and other things in here. She doesn't just, it's not just desserts. Okay, she also
Mhm.
does hot stuff as well, and especially around
Okay.
Christmas. And so I've read almost all her books. There's a few I can't
Mhm.
read because they're not in, they're not writing them anymore. They're off print. There's one now I'm waiting. It's called Pink Lemonade Cake Murder, murder mystery. And basically I haven't gotten that one because it's in hardback and
Mhm.
they're more expensive. So I'm waiting until she
Mhm.
does it in paperback, or at least and I do get my, someday I would love my books to be in, what
Mhm.
is it,
Something like that as
Hamilton
well.
Books, someday,
Mhm.
it's a
Mhm.
discount store that gives your books, and it would be nice
All
someday
right,
for my
right.
books to be in there and somebody can buy them from there. If I ever get that, you know, if I ever what do you want to say?
If,
I
right?
sell a million copies, if I ever sell a million copies, or, it's very possible I could someday sell a
We
million
don't know,
copies.
right?
We don't know.
Again, art of writing is an open door, so we
Door.
don't know, right?
No,
All
we do not
right.
know.
Okay, Jamie Pulos, I think I have asked all the questions I have prepared for you today, and this would conclude our interview. Now, for the last time, Jamie, can you please show your book, Family Memories, and invite everyone to buy a copy?
Woo, whoopsie. Oh, if I can get
Oopsie,
it
there you
straight.
go.
Uh, there we go. Okay,
There you go.
family memories. You can get these on blurb.com for right now, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually they will be on Reader's Magnet, as well as Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Just like with the rest of my books, right now I believe Encouraging Your Friend with Our Trials will be on. If I can get this, there we go.
Right. There
This
you
is so
go.
hard to get it on there. To get it, these
Okay.
will eventually be going in Reader's Magnet, and as well as Amazon and Barnes and Noble. They are also self-publishing my books for me as well, and getting them out for me. So please, look into my website if you can. It is Jamie's Bookshelf, but you have to make sure there is somebody out there that use my same name. You have to make sure you do it under the domain. That's why they only put it for www.2 spelled 2w two number 4 avalon.com, just to make sure you've got the right one. And that banner that you see behind me is also um, on my website. So when you Google, it's the first thing out there. So I hope you enjoy. I know I did talking with Mark today. I hope you enjoy
I
my
really
books,
did as well.
and get another insight into God through my books. Okay, he walks in my life every day. He helps me with my prayers, and he helps me with um, all those fears and worries that we have. we need to give them to
Mhm.
him every day and take him away and
Mhm.
have another day and start over. So you guys enjoy
Amen to that.
and God bless and thank you so much for having me here today. Enjoy. Thank you so much. God
Thank
bless.
you so much, Jamie. So, yes, everyone, that's Jamie Pulos-Fry, the author of the book Family Memories, available on blurb.com and also at her website, that is 24avalon.com. Or you can visit her her social media accounts, which is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, which is J Pulos-Fry, and that will be it. Again, thank you so much, Jamie Pulos-Fry. As we say it here at Readers Magnet, we share your story with the world. Thank you, Jamie. Goodbye. Thank
Bye.
you so much.